Welcome back to Twice Half That. I'm Anthony.
I'm Yogi Berra. Oh, there we go. That fixed it. The screen was all hella weird.
Today after you press record, it says, we're recording.
Say, yeah.
No shit.
I hit it, and that's the little blinking red button is fucking telling me. But,
the blinking red button, not the light.
You heard me. Well,
not the light.
Hey, it's a touchscreen, so it's both. Fucking, we're going to talk about Favre today.
We'll talk about a bunch of different shit, but we're going to start with Butt Favre.
Butt Favre.
Favre.
Hey, remember when he sent that text to that to the female reporter,
yeah,
and she said it looks like a little thumb? Oh man,
it wasn't his thumb.
Yeah, he Shannon Sharp brought up a good point. He was like, if T.O. did half the shit that Favre did, he wouldn't be in the Hall.
He almost wasn't in the Hall without doing it.
Yeah, without, what'd he do? He didn't do anything.
He was just a bit of a diva and a little...
Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked him. He's number 2 fucking wide receiver in my
basically
book.
number 2 receiver so statistically
Niners
across
got
the 1 and 2.
Top 2 receivers and the top quarterback. Montana.
Yeah.
Because you gotta, when the league kind of goes out their way to protect a certain guy, you gotta kind of be like, I gotta put an asterisk on it. You have to.
But yeah,
you got to.
The Brett Favre stuff, if you haven't heard...
He's a stand-up guy. As Tom Segura says, he's a cool guy.
He is accused to have... along with the governor of Mississippi, funneled about $5 million in PPE money towards his daughter's
welfare money.
Was it welfare?
Welfare. They are the poorest state in the union. Does that include Puerto Rico?
No,
and Guam?
I don't think it includes the protectorates.
Let's factor those in, and it's all like, who else is a protectorate?
America Samoa.
Who else?
There's one more. It's one of the islands. It's not the Virgin Islands, but it's like
England. No. But seriously, we should just make one country. Just tell them, hey, you're united, we're united. Let's just unite, and then we'll be the United Uniteds.
The United States of United.
Like, what the fuck? That would be so fucking stupid.
That makes sense that you came up with
USU. Doesn't have the same ring.
No.
But it is a little embarrassing when motherfuckers be chanting that, and it's like, shut up, this is not the appropriate time to be chanting that. You're making us look hella dumb.
Well, in all fairness, the ones that are doing that without chanting like that will make us look hella dumb.
I mean, I like it when we do something cool like bombing another country. But no, I'm joking. Nuking another country. Nah. We've only done one. And
2 nukes, 1 country.
Yeah. And look at how that turned out. Pretty good. I love those people. They're awesome. And I mean, if we didn't, a lot of people would have died.
A lot of people would have died.
Because they were very good at fighting with absolutely nothing.
Well, it wasn't even that they were good at fighting, which they were. No, but it was a lack of fear of dying in combat.
Well, yeah, which made them super tenacious.
Yeah.
But if you look at, the battle on Okinawa, they gave you what? You were literally fighting with dirt.
Yeah.
You just throwing dirt as you ran at me. With balls, ready to kill me, too. That you got to give it to them. They were tenacious as F, which is why you got to have good leaders. Can't have weak leaders, because the Emperor was not good. Not good at all.
Well, and that's where, that's pretty much how Pearl Harbor happened, was the Emperor was pretty weak, and the military leaders were like, oh, we're running the show.
Yeah.
And with, not just without his blessing, but against his orders.
I mean, yeah, they were kicking ass from when did they start their conquest? I think 32 throughout China.
That sounds about right.
And
32 or 34.
You know, the world was kind of just like, you know, can we really say anything when we've been carving everybody else up? And everybody was lightweight. You know, everybody. The United States and Britain were pretty much like, you know what? Look at him go. We taught him that. We sold him that shit. We taught him how to use it. Look at him. Don't look over there. They're genociding somebody. Look over there where they're being cool. Okay, they stopped being cool there. Look over there. It's like, damn, I forgot. These two people really don't like each other. And that's historic.
They still, to this day, do not like each other.
And if you trip, that was possibly the last of the old world fight. Like, I shouldn't say fight, but last old world conquest was them, because they were still playing, you know, that I'm just gonna gobble everything up the way the United States started to, but and really, because we even caught the ass end of that. Yeah, it was really the Brits were the ones that closed the door on it, because it was the Spanish and the Portuguese before them. So, at
that time too, especially at that time, it was the nations that had the strongest navy. It wasn't the army; it was the navy.
Yeah, which Portugal, then Spain, then
England. Yeah,
and then France was just the major land power, the largest, you know, military
army,
power,
you know,
until Russia came about. But Russia didn't, you know, band together until 16 something, where they became 17, a whole
like mid-17
thing under Catherine. I want to say Catherine the Great. She was the one that did that. Remember, you know, Russians, just a little tip, maybe let a woman run shit, because that's kind of the chick that, and a foreign chick at that, like an Austrian, because I think that's what she was. I think she was Austrian German. So as much as you hate those people, you know, they kind of helped form your fucking country.
Yep.
You know, and one that takes on the role of Russian, but that leads back to Brett Favre being a thief, because the commies are thieves, and he's a thief. We hella got off a fucking tangent. Got on a tangent. But, well, yeah, you're looking up Catherine the Great.
Yeah.
But, I can't believe he did that. And then in one of his texts, he said, you know, I won't get caught for this, right? Or the media won't find out, or something like that. It's like, dude, you're a douche. You have money. There's ways you could have funded that, you know, crap ass volleyball court being built.
Really, and that's where a lot of the money went, was to his daughter's volleyball team.
Yeah, to make that building so he looks like a cool guy. But it's all like, no, dude.
You earned enough money in your career to do that if that's what you wanted to do.
Like, without endorsements, I want to say, I think they said like 138 million. We'll say 130.
So it's now Poland.
So Prussia. Okay.
It was Prussia at the time. Now it's Poland.
That'll work. The Poles are cool people.
I mean, same region. You were in the right region.
Where was I going with that? He's a douche.
Yeah.
He's a douche.
Well, I mean, and his colors really shone through after he left Green Bay and went to the Jets and kept sending pictures of his thumb to that reporter.
Yeah, right? Wasn't he the one that was looking through the peephole on that one Aaron?
No, that was just some random ass dude.
That was a random
Aaron Andrews.
All right, I didn't mean to put
so
that on you, dude.
That one, Brett is innocent of, I think.
I wasn't even there. But he's also a douche for how many times he pulled, you know, that I'm going to retire. And now I'm going to come out of retirement, but you have to trade me. He did it twice. He did it to the Packers, to the Jets, and he did it the Jets to the Vikings. He did it to the Packers for a while.
Initially, he wanted to retire he didn't want to retire from the Packers, but he wanted to leave the Packers and go to the Vikings to basically go, all right, well, fuck you. Yeah. I'm going to go beat you.
But at the same time,
they refused to trade him, so he was like, okay, I'm going to go to the Jets. And he was there for like 2 years, and then he's like, all right, now I'm going to the Vikings.
Yeah.
But in his time with the Jets, one of their beat writers or reporters or whatever, he, is alleged to have, and from what I understand, has been shown to have sent pictures of his thumb to her. Unsolicited.
To the beat writer?
Yeah.
It's like, why would you do that? You could just pay for it. Why? I don't understand that shit. Find a chick. Hey.
Unsolicited.
Hey.
Yep.
I got money. Do you want it to accept fucking...
Dude, at that point, though, Brett Favre, he had a level of fame, too. He was in Something About Mary.
Yeah. Brett Favre.
And remember,
everybody, he was like fucking America's sweetheart. Everybody was like, this guy's cool.
And especially in that movie and all that, the character that he played in that was the
All-American quarterback.
Was the view that a lot of America had of him up until his thumb photos surfaced. And
his little pito. We should give him a new nickname and call him Pito.
And
Brett Pito Favre.
Oh fuck. And don't forget, in that movie, even Cameron Diaz was a Niners fan. Mary was a Niners fan.
Where's she from?
Long Beach. She went to high school with Snoop.
That's right. She went down. She was hot as fuck in The Mask.
Oh my god, yeah. That I had a huge crush on her after The Mask because I love 90s Jim Carrey was my shit movie wise.
Yeah.
I mean, you had
he's
Jim
my
Carrey,
first favorite comedian because of In Living Color.
Mm-hmm.
Fire Marshal Bill. Yeah.
Homie the Clown.
Yeah, you gotta love Homie. Homie don't play that. God, I wish
that cast was
stellar.
Yeah.
Da bomb.
That cast was ridiculous.
Shite.
Yeah.
They had Scary Movie stolen from them.
Damn. Really?
Yeah. That's why they weren't in it anymore.
Oh. Yeah. So it got straight up hijacked.
I think in between 1 and 2, they were like, hurry up with 2, and they were all like, well, you got to give us a second. And they just were like, rush. And then they didn't like the way it was going. They basically just stole it.
Wow.
So it happens to Black Hollywood a lot.
Yeah.
You just have shit ganked all the time. All of the time. But
yeah, like you were saying, that film was peak Cameron Diaz hotness. There was no other point that you can point to and go, that's equal or greater than.
Yeah, no, not really.
None.
She looked the best when she wasn't super skinny.
Yeah, and that's in The Mask. She wasn't super skinny.
I liked a little bit of plump on her. It was nice. Very nice.
I watched that movie recently too.
It's a good movie. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
But it's you had that, you had Dumb and Dumber, you had, he had a boom pet detective, Ace Ventura.
He didn't like the fact that he was afraid of bats. That pissed him off. And Jim Carrey. And he didn't like how the African tribes were being portrayed. He's like, I don't like this shit. He was like, this ain't cool. And they were basically like, hey, monkey, dance when you're told to dance.
Yeah.
And he didn't like that. So he's like, whatever, let's hurry up.
I mean, that could have kind of explained why after
we
that.
haven't seen a third one. Which I'd love a third one.
And why after that, a lot of stuff kind of changed too for him. Yeah. He's like, all right, fuck you then.
Yeah. It's like pieces of shite. He's a funny dude. In the tribute to Bob Saget, you could tell he is still witty as shit.
Oh yeah.
Hey, all you old stand-ups, get back out there. Yeah, your shit isn't going to be good starting out. We know that. You're essentially
You're out of the loop.
Yeah, you're essentially starting back at square one, but you can make a lot of individual money doing it. That's why I gotta tip my hat to
Gotta tip my heart.
I tip my heart to that guy Rob Parker. He's a cool guy, man. Doing stand-up, that shit's hard to put yourself
It's
out
a
there.
terrible sports, speechifier, but go for it, bro.
I mean, I still listen to him and Chris Broussard just to fucking get irritated.
Yeah, that's
not at all
good.
their takes, but at most of their takes irritate the shit
Like
out of me.
a solid 80% of their takes.
The only thing I really don't like about their show is when they have people call in. I don't care to hear me talk. I don't want to hear the fans. Shut up. I don't care.
And
It's good. It's good interacting.
I listen to a lot of sports, like local sports radio.
I can't because it's boring as shit.
It's that or music. Usually, I don't feel like plugging my phone in and doing all that.
I can't listen to music either. I need to be gaining some type of knowledge of something. Give me stats. Give me, sports history, or if it's sports or whatever.
But it's when the people call in, some of them are good, and you're like, oh, okay, you have an idea, and your thoughts are processed enough to where you're not stammering.
It's hard because your heart gets beat.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm live. It's like,
I've called in before, and it was like I had it all worked out, and then it's like, first off, a lot of times you're on hold for like 45 plus minutes, so it's like you called in for something that they were talking about. Well, that they were talking about, and then they've gone on to 6 different topics
and you're
since
on
you called in, and you're on that one, and then you're like, oh, they were just talking about this, and then they come to you, and you're like,
what are we talking about?
oh shit.
Okay. What do you say to me?
But it's a plethora.
What the fuck is that from?
Three Amigos. Martin Short.
Shit, I haven't seen that in forever.
Do you know what a plethora is?
Plethora is a plethora. Is it related to the pussy poppin' shield? I don't know where the fuck I heard that, but it
just stuck.
Stays in my head. Every time I look at this fucking thing, I want to go, pussy poppin' shield. It's like the juvenile in me refuses to leave.
Well, if it did, you'd probably die.
Yeah, let's not do that. But what else did he do? Brett Favre got $1 million for speaking engagements. He never did. So, like, dude.
Yeah, it's like, dude, from the moment he left Green Bay,
he's been a dick. He was a dick the whole time.
Well, and that's the thing is, it's like there was kind of that that shield over him, so it didn't really leak out. They didn't let it get out.
Well, he was probably a really good teammate. It's just his off the field shit that you're like, this dude's a douche.
And Green Bay's a small enough city, and that team is so huge there that I'm sure they were able to keep wraps on it to a degree, and a big enough degree to where it didn't really get out to this level. And then he goes and starts sending thumb pictures to people, and he goes start fucking,
stealing money. How do you do that, dude? They're poor as fuck.
Super poor. And that $5 million would have gone.
That came from us. Anybody listening? That came from us, because you know that there's federal aid that goes out to the states that need it, and since California makes hella I think we make like what, $5 trillion.
It's some shit like that. It's like
we make a lot of fucking money.
Pre-pandemic, we were the
$5 trillion may be a lot. I may be overreaching. $5 billion is what I meant.
The $5 billion's underreaching, I think.
We make maybe we made somewhere like 25 maybe.
But we were something like the 7th largest. We being California, 7th largest economy in the world. Just the state of California was the 7th largest economy.
And Texas ain't too far behind.
No.
Yet they're the number 1 state that gets the most federal funding out of any other fucking state in the union. Is that not hilarious? We're the Lone Star State. We stand on our own. We do our own. We don't need nobody helping us. Meanwhile, they come to California. Can you give me money? Not to mention all the money that just came there from all these Californians that fucking left here.
So, according to,
And
I don't even know what this is, California's economy as of 2021, $3.4 trillion GDP.
Holy shit.
Or GSP, I'm sorry, gross state product.
Dude, I was fucking right. So that means that was during the pandemic. Holy shit. We produce. Texas should be like what? 1.2? Around there?
Probably, especially with oil.
With the Earl? The Earl? Stupid bastards.
So,
no, I love you.
If California were a sovereign nation, it would rank as the world's 5th largest economy behind Germany and ahead of India.
Holy shit. Well, India just jumped up.
But to 5th in the world.
India jumped to 5th?
Yeah, but if...
Look at how many people they have.
If California was...
And we're still fucking... God damn, we're still keeping up with them. We're badass.
If California were a sovereign nation, we would be ahead of India behind Germany.
That is...
This is all according to Wikipedia, so you know, this is all...
Well, yeah, and India just overtook Germany. So, wow. That's crazy.
Yep.
We need to somehow fuck up the Indian economy. I'm not playing either. Look, we need to be number one. Fuck all that bullshit. These dumbass niggas keep being like, hey, let's send all our manufacturing to these third world countries that are gonna steal all our ideas. All the shit we fucking sent there like China's been doing. And lightweight like India's been doing.
So this is the Institute for Policy Innovation. Has California at 3.1 trillion, Texas is 1.78 trillion.
Ha, we're better than you.
And New York at 1.7.
New York's better than you. And that's pretty much just one fucking city. Well, 5 cities because they don't know.
We are more than twice Russia.
Well, that makes sense. It's fucking Russia. What the hell do they got?
Oil.
Not even oil. They got permafrost.
Yeah.
They got permafrost and unfortunately just like really, really
they got
sorry souls. Those poor motherfucking people. I feel bad for them. I really do. Because if you look at Russian history, it's pretty much been all like, I'm a noble, you're a noble, we're going to be fine. Hey, peasants. And they're over there like... no, worse than a peasant. Hey, serf, because you belong to the land, bitch. And it's just like, damn, I'm just going to die again and again.
California is more than double Russia's.
Not to mention, you know...
So, to say more than double Russia's at 1.6 or 1.48 trillion, which means that California, Texas, and New York are all higher.
You know, we should just... God, see, this is what makes me wish I was a diplomat, because I'd kind of be a dick, and I'd just be contacting niggas like, you know, hey, you know, technically, all these states before they were states were their own territory, and they did their own shit. You know, look at Texas. Now, you could join the union, you're still your own shit, you know, it's just going to be... a little different, you know. Now you rule
more
by
of a Persian,
you know. You got
than the Roman
and it's all like, you know, we could be cool.
You know, just pay us a little fee, and you're good.
You're not even paying us. You're paying you. That's the beautiful part. You're helping yourself while we're helping you, and then, you know, a little bit down the line, you help us when we need it, and, you know, it's all good because we're all family. We're kin, you know. And then slowly but surely, we will start taking over motherfuckers. And that's how you do shit. That's how I want to do shit. Fuck that. You know, our method is the best. And by our method, I mean my method, the way I want to do shit. No, but it would be nice to see, you know, the United States doing shit a little bit more intelligently instead of dumb as fuck like we did back in the 50s with South America, which was dumb, causing a lot of the problems we have now.
You know,
we are really, really bad at installing puppet governments.
We're great at overthrowing governments. To install, we're terrible at installing the proper puppet.
So what does that tell you? You need a permanent force of Americans there. And then you do it the old world style. You Roman pacify motherfuckers on the down low, don't let nobody know. And then you do the Spanish way, where you just sleep them out of existence. You just sleep with their women until there's literally no fucking difference between you and them. Say, hey! But you do it a nice way. You woo them, because in most countries, most of these niggas got no fucking game. So you just being like, hello, I'll let you do what you want. And then they'll be like, what? Marry me. It's that easy. Especially when you go to some of the more backwards parts of the world, which is most of the world.
I mean, we're
including the United States. If you go to the Kakalakis, you see when fucking my girlfriend was there, she was like, bro, I shit you not, I seen which she never says bro. Fucking
that's how serious this is.
She's like, homie nigga potta dude, I seen a 12-year-old with 3 kids. And I was all like, they got that 12-year-old watching these kids? And she was like, come on.
No.
And she was their mom. Nah, it was a 12-year-old, and she was pregnant. And she was like, what the fuck? And everybody's just all like, oh, you're from California, ain't you, darling? And it's all like...
What does that have to do with the 12-year-old being pregnant?
Did you just insult me? Did you use that as an insult? Like, I'm the backwards motherfucker who's pissed off that some 12-year-old got impregnated? Like, hold up here. What type of backwards ass fucking Bible are you reading? Because no, that's not how that works. And the Bible Belt is, they are ass
Was that
backwards.
you that showed me that, or was that...
Sure, I'll take credit.
Fuck, I'm trying to remember exactly how it went, but...
No,
it was Vanessa. It was on TikTok, and she showed me something.
What?
And it was how did it go? Like, homegirl was basically
2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh no.
1 girl, 1 horse. Nah, that scarred me. You shouldn't see that shit as an 11-year-old. Man, shit really scar you. You're just all like, that burned in my memory for a really long time. And it's just like, why would you do that to yourself? And you can tell the point where it's all like, yep. That motherfucker went through something he wasn't supposed to. That looks like pain. Yeah, man, it was wild. Anybody like...
Oh, man.
What? I'd say like 33 and older. Well, 33 to what? Like, were we the generation that got like the internet and computers first, or would it be like 2 classes above us? Well, no, there would be a little block. So yeah, I'd say anybody from like 33 to about 38 had the internet in a rudimentary form with shitty firewalls.
Well, I mean,
you just got
even
really
a little bit before that, but like the true World Wide Web.
Well, there was where there was a lot of websites with porn and video and shit up, and oh man, you would get bombarded. Which we went over this, but it would be bad. That shit scarred me.
Well, and they would put some fucked up like website names, like URLs, and it's like you just type in one wrong letter, and it's like, what the fuck did I just go to?
And it was damaging.
Or like we mentioned in a previous one, whitehouse.com. Like, you do .com instead of .gov. You think you're doing something at school for a project.
Hi-oh, that's not right.
It's not the right project. And you go into panic mode because, like, I didn't mean to do that. I swear to God.
I went looking up fucking, what was it? Project styles, and style project came up, so I clicked on it. The fuck am I looking at? I can't look away though, next video.
But the video, fuck, how did it go? It was like, she was basically putting her ex on blast, like, I'm not saying... And I think it was that he knocked her up when she was like 16 and he was 19.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, he'd already knocked up his 12-year-old sister. Or 14-year-old sister. It was either 12 or 14-year-old sister prior to... Yeah.
That's when you do the drawing and quartering.
It's like...
If you commit a crime like that, they should just put you in jail.
I knew where that video was just so I could fucking play it for you.
That sounds like a TikTok video. TikTok is trailer trash like fuck. It's such a shitty app. And, it's a commie app at that, so you probably shouldn't have it on your phone. It's true. Any company coming from China, literally, it is written in their constitution, has to share all of the company's data with the government whenever
That's where
they
you
want.
had that Huawei stuff.
Yeah, that's why we didn't let them in the country, and everybody's like, oh, that's being mean. It's like, no, you dipshit. It's called looking out for your security, because they have mentioned multiple times from their leader's mouth that we are the enemy.
More specifically, you're the enemy.
I'll be the enemy all day. And then I'll just look at Japan and be like, hey,
I'll be your
Japan.
Huckleberry.
Yeah. Or as Brandon Schaub said it, I'll be your Huckleberry. It's like, bro. You also got to give him some slack. He did get hit in the head a lot. With football and with fucking just heavyweight fighting. And those are some... And he started late. He should have stuck with lacrosse. Apparently, he was fucking really good at lacrosse.
It's just not as much money it is there as in football.
Yeah, but you go with what you're good at. Fucking, fuck football. Football won't take you. It is a machine designed to use you and then kick you out. If you're good enough, then you can make some money. If you're not, then you're probably just going to be
that's why a lot of the career lifespan is less than 3 years for the average player.
Like, if you really think about it, what's going on with Trey Lance isn't that bad, because let's say, for his career, for his legacy, it would suck. Well, homeboy got paid.
Yeah.
So
your first round pick, you're guaranteed 4 years of money.
And if
4 years of millions of dollars, like you're guaranteed off top, 4 years you're getting paid.
And he's going to get another chance, just because either from the Niners or...
Well, he's still under contract with the Niners for minimum 2 more years.
Well, yeah, but if you think about, the way the executives think about it, they think about, contract cycles, and they're thinking in that, in terms of that, which a lot of people have been talking about, and, it's kind of a waste, because we could have took, Micah Parsons and I forgot who else, which would have been really, really fucking... it was another really good guy.
Yeah.
But what's his name? Ocho on I'm talking about, black dude who's with
Chad Johnson?
No.
Ocho Cinco?
The other one. Damn it. Marcellus Wiley and Ocho. Oh, what's his name? Whatever. The other really smart black dude. And he was talking about it, and he goes, but, the Niners...
I'm trying to think of who you're thinking of.
He said the Niners most likely wouldn't have slid, or it would have been some time before the Niners slid Micah into that pass rusher role, because originally he was something else. So,
No, originally he was a pass rusher, and then they converted him to middle linebacker.
And then dude got hurt, and then they moved him back.
Mm-hmm.
So, that would have been nice. Could you imagine that effing defense? That would have been stupid scary.
Put him opposite Bosa.
But
night.
I believe in the old school method of drafting a quarterback. They need to sit. They need to understand how to prepare.
Emmanuel Ocho.
There we go. That guy. He's smart. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
He says intelligent shite.
He's a solid linebacker, too.
Yeah, he got injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem with the NFL.
He was really good in college. I remember him. I think he went to Texas. He was really good in college.
I know he went to a college. I can tell you that. But
a college?
And, there's good points that they had, but I personally wouldn't have moved up because, Jimmy G may be injured a lot, but there's plenty of people you could have went out.
Then you hear about, not just that, like you move up if you got your guy, but you hear the conflicting reports that...
Some people said that Shanahan didn't even want him.
That's what I'm saying. Like you hear conflicting reports that Shanahan didn't want him, and the front office and ownership said, that's who we're getting.
Again,
and then you hear
shitty fucking ownership.
And then you hear reports that it was Shanahan that wanted him, and so, unless you actually sit down and have a real conversation with Shanahan, we're never going to really
get the actual truth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like a real conversation. Like you sit down with him, y'all have a little drink, and just sit there and just really fucking talk about it. We're never going to actually know who it was, like. And I get why they traded up, because it's, yes, when Jimmy's healthy, he wins. His 2 fully healthy, or he was still even banged up in those years, but his 2 healthy seasons, they've gone to the NFC Championship both years.
Look what this motherfucker did now. Look what he did yesterday.
So when he's healthy, but the problem is,
when he stays healthy,
the biggest, the greatest ability of any athlete is availability. And if he ain't out there, that winning percentage doesn't mean shit.
Which I would have been like, all right, well, which is what I've been saying for a while now. If the quarterback is such a good position or so important, these motherfuckers need to be able to go in and out the way dudes do in hockey and in fucking basketball. I need to be able to, because I'd rock with 2 quarterbacks at the same motherfucking time.
I've heard some pros talk about.
Yeah, I know that, but no. Yeah,
not
because
even
of the rhythm thing.
It's not even the quarterbacks. Like Michael Irvin's talked about it and stuff like that.
Then I guess you're not that good of a motherfucking wide receiver, because Jerry could do it. Jerry did it with 2 different ones, and that's when and this is what I'm saying, quarterback is not the most important position, because now you have this wide receiver having to constantly accommodate what he's doing.
Well, and you go down that line without accommodating down that rabbit hole and sit without the offensive line. How good's the quarterback? Without Jerry Rice, how good was Joe Montana? Without Jerry Rice, how good was Steve Young? And the fact that you use Jerry Rice for both of those quarterbacks speaks volumes to Jerry.
Exactly.
And the longevity that man had. Like
Jerry Seinfeld, man, that motherfucker was a great wide receiver. I was going to say quarterback.
Yeah, you were. Killed it before you even get there.
He threw it and he caught it.
Yeah, it was like Bugs Bunny.
To himself.
He caught it to himself.
Like when he threw the fucking, yep. You heard what I said. I'm a catcher.
Twice half that.
For real, that's why we named the show what we named it.
That was me right there.
Retardation.
I mean, sometimes that mouth gets moving a little too fast, or not quite fast enough.
The brain moves faster than the mouth.
And it's just like you've got 8 words trying to come out all at once and 8 thoughts all at once on different topics, and what comes out, and you just kind of sort it through afterwards.
Trying to figure out this, like, did I get across the fuck I was trying to get across?
It's sitting there, like, we have had many conversations throughout the time that we've known each other, which is like 20 years now.
No, it ain't really. Yeah, fuck
yeah.
It is. Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
Longer.
2002.
Fucking hey, no goddamn. You really don't think about that shit.
So, I mean, more than half our lives.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But we've had plenty of conversation where it's like, say something, and the other person knows what you said and understands what you said, but you get stuck on what you were trying to say.
It's like, yeah, I get it. Just go.
Like, you get stuck like, no, that's not what I meant. But it's like, you know exactly what the other one's trying to say. And it's like, no, I got you. Keep going. And then you're done. Like, now you've gone down to that rabbit hole.
Oh, it's like, dude, I'm still on track. Why? You're the engine. Where the fuck are you going? Where are you? Well, that train is gone. That thought is gone. This motherfucker is... He just like right now, we were having a conversation. I fucking forgot what we were talking about. I swear to God.
You know what? That's all right. I just had a flashback to when I almost killed myself at your grandma's house.
Oh, when you fucking jumped up underneath the loft bed, that was hilarious. He legit.
Dude, like, I'm not even gonna fucking lie. My head started hurting.
Yes, yeah, I know. You hit it right on the crown.
Like, no, right now. Like, I had flashbacks to it, and my head started hurting, and it fucking brought me to that.
Okay, so he probably had, let's see.
It's enough room for us to stand, for you to stand up with your head, like, kind of bent over.
You get enough to get good acceleration shooting up, because his mom, we were, what, 8th grade? 9th grade?
No, 9th grade. No, might have been 10th.
Yeah, I think it was 10th.
So, downstairs at his grandma's, the loft bed above, couch below, TV in front. We're down there just chilling because his grandma lived close as hell to the school, which is where he lived at the time.
Yeah, so it's just, let's go there.
Yeah. And I was like, all right.
A Giants game? I think it was a Giants game.
I think it was Giants Rockies, if I remember right. And, you know, I call my mom, hey, Mom, you going to be around? Can you come pick me up? I didn't feel like taking borrowed bus. Fuck it. She said, yeah, cool. Chill and watch the game then. I don't know if I've ever stood up that fast in my life.
He literally, he's chilling like this. And
laid back,
straight,
just chilling.
Not up and out. He straight just shot. Like, he jumped straight up and said, I remember it because I looked at this motherfucker like, why is he getting up like that? He literally just like, raw, and fucking crowned. And he's
just
seen
the
his
whole,
neck.
like, right, the crown of the head. Like, it was crown right into fucking plywood.
And then neck, right, to fucking neck and shoulder. And then nigga just said, bam, right on the floor. And I was like, oh shit, and started laughing hella hard, and he started laughing. I was like, oh, I thought he straight knocked himself out, but you crumbled.
It hit that Gumby button. It hit that Gumby button, just and I hit the ground, and my head was throbbing instantly.
It looked like
but I could not help but laugh. Like,
yeah, 'cause you did it to yourself. It looked like you got hit by Tyson. You said, "Wow!" I was like, "Holy shit! What the fuck just happened?"
And that floor had like that little hollow feeling or sound underneath. So when I hit it, it echoed.
It's like, oh fuck.
Man.
Oh, that was hilarious. He's sitting there like, like I got a headache.
Straight in, fucking concussed myself getting up from a fucking couch.
That shit was hilarious. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
Good stuff.
Fucking that sign language kids show.
Oh yeah, learning, what was that, cloud,
rain,
and then snow.
No, snow is like that. Rain was the fingers.
Public access, man. I wonder if that's still up in the city.
I don't know.
I haven't. It would be on not analog anymore, digital.
Yeah, it would have to be on digital. I don't know if it is.
Channel 29. I used to watch a reality check on that shit.
Nice.
They'd go around looking at the metal scene in the Bay Area. Oh shit, I seen a tit. Fuck yeah, this is the show. Public access kicks ass. And then you'd see like they showed up to a bar show that Metallica did under one of their
like aliases.
Yeah, and what was cool is they used the names that they would come up with before they came up with Metallica.
Oh, nice.
I was like, that's good shit. Hella dorky ass names too. You're like, that's hella fucking 80s metal. That's fucking hilarious. Fucking great.
Oh man,
it's good stuff. But yeah, I kind of wonder if Shanahan was all like,
that's what we were talking about.
Let's just run the ball. Let's just have this kid around.
Well, and that also comes down to coaching too. Like, if he's not hitting the throws you want him to hit, and it's not because he's not reading the defense. It's just the throw's not. The throw's
up and shield.
The throw's not there. As in, it's not on target. That's probably mechanical, and from a lot of
motherfuckers played like 2 games in 17 years.
And from a lot of experts I've heard. I haven't really bothered to sit down and watch his mechanics, nor do I know enough about quarterback mechanics to sit there and be a fucking mechanic doctor.
As a layman, I can tell you a bunch of wrong shit. It's real shit, nigga.
But you know, you hear a lot of experts, and it's like, ooh, his mechanics are terrible. That comes down to coaching. And yes, it's hard to break that habit if you've already said it, but you can do it. They've done it in numerous sports with numerous things. Now earn your fucking, your way out, that
Hi-oh.
Interesting. Just had a little power surge. Earn that moniker of this, coaching genius, offensive genius. That fucking hella derailed me.
Remember that insult? Shut up. Or I forgot how the beginning goes.
Remember that insult? I forgot it, but do you remember it?
Hey, I remember the end. The end was stick a battery up your butt and scream, I got the power. Fucking that surge reminded me of that. Why? I have no fucking clue. Say, hey, that. Fucking alright.
So apparently that power surge made you think about sticking batteries up your butt and screaming, "I got the power."
No, not up my butt. That's an insult for someone else to do. Like, was it Steve-O? No, Steve-O didn't do that. Ryan Dunn did that with the car.
The car, yeah.
Why would you do that? That's dumb.
Because Steve-O didn't, because his dad basically said he would disown him if he did.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would you do that? That's so stupid.
I mean, yeah.
And then that doctor was probably like, "You fucking idiot. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you." Fucking little turd. But,
well, it's like a lot of the CKY stuff was like...
I mean, I heard people are all like, well, it was Jackass guys that pretty much, made BAM, and it's all like, no, if you think about it, they used a lot of shit from CKY.
Well, it's like, it's essentially...
They redid a lot of stunts from CKY.
What the hell's the producer's name? I can't remember his name.
Guy.
But, no, it wasn't Guy Fieri.
Do Guy Blow?
You said it wrong. It's Shiloh.
What the fuck? It's something, damn it.
Yeah.
Something familiar, too. Spike Jonze.
No, not him.
Spike Lee?
The producer for Jackass and a bunch of the other MTV shows.
Spike Jonze. Pretty sure it's Spike Jonze.
No, it's not Spike Jonze.
Michael Jordan?
It might be Michael Jordan.
Hugh Hefner? Yeah, you just quaalude him and you're definitely gonna get laid. Like, bruh, they used to just open
Jeff
drug
Tremaine.
bitches. Jeff Tremaine.
Spike Jonze was part of it, but it was Jeff Tremaine.
Spike Jonze, motherfucker.
But Jeff Tremaine, and I bet you a lot of what it was, they had, some of the cast members had interactions with BAM through the skateboarding world and stuff like that.
Well, in his CKY videos, blew the fuck up.
But Jeff Tremaine probably saw the CKY stuff and said, let's market this to MTV. We're going to have to dial it back a little bit, but let's market this to MTV, because the CKY stuff was fucking... There was one where I don't know. My favorite CKY one, though, was the...
shitting on the window at the restaurant was my favorite one. He just straight spread his cheeks.
Mine was, what's his name, eating all the laxative and taking a shit running full speed.
Yeah, that was dumb. The one where I could see her, you're like, oh, because they were kind of like, fuck these rich motherfuckers, and ran up and he straight spread his cheeks and shat on the fucking window. The window wasn't fucking horizontal, it was vertical, and he just spread and fucking shat. And it just fucking slid down. These people are all like, ah! That old white lady was like, ah! I was like, damn, you little motherfuckers. Someone really needs to beat your ass.
But yeah, the fucking running, because the best part about it wasn't just him shitting running full speed. It was the fact that he took too much laxative.
Oh, yeah.
And he couldn't stop shitting even after they were done filming that scene. Like, he was fucked.
One of these times we should get Roger to tell his laxative story. It's a good one.
That and the icy hot one.
Yeah. Oh, shit. What was I listening to? I think it was Loveline when Homeboy was all like, yeah, man.
It probably was.
How do you ease the burn from icy hot? And they were all like, you just wash it off. He's like, yeah, I used it to jack off. Like, damn, bro, you're hella dumb.
Oh my god! Like, what would spur you to do that? Just because it's like a fucking
yeah, that's why he was all he thought it was gonna be like what was it, petroleum jelly? What the fuck is that shit called?
Vaseline.
Yeah, I was like, dude, bro.
It's not like that. I mean, consistency wise, all right, but
genius. That
reminds me. One time I took a shower. I can't remember where I was.
Down by the river.
In a van down by the river. I miss Chris Farley.
Bastard.
Fucker. But and I took a shower because I was there for an extended period of time. So I took a shower.
Shower.
A shower.
Shit in the shower. Shit in the shower. Andre
You
the
don't
Giant.
do that?
Andre
You don't
the
do that?
Giant
That
had
saves
to do
time.
that.
But
Smash it with your foot and it'll go down. God, that's
you don't even have to wipe. You just get the head of the shower and just wash it out.
God. It's horrible.
But they had fucking like the soap I didn't realize was like peppermint or some shit like that. And I was, washing and it dripped down. And all I gotta say is, why the fuck would you use Icy Hot? Like, the soap dripping down burnt uncomfortably.
Shit, you putting it on your motherfucking skin anywhere should be an indication of, man, this shit's gonna get hot. And then I'm adding friction to the motherfucking equation. Nigga, friction don't cool shit down.
Really? Fuck, no wonder I struggled in science.
Damn, could you imagine that just sitting there? Just fucking hot. Why is it so hot?
Put some more, it'll cool down.
That's some next level retardation.
But yeah, like the fucking, it was like peppermint or spearmint or some shit. It
burned.
Didn't feel good.
It burned.
It didn't feel good. And and that was accidental. This motherfucker did this shit intentionally.
Why? Why would you do that? It's fucking hilarious. People are dumb.
That's 100% true.
People are really fucking dumb. Really, really dumb. But going back to Trey Lance, I think Shanahan was all like, I kind of want this guy to get injured.
I mean, the play call, and that's what they were saying on the radio is like, a lot of people were saying, like, callers and stuff, like, the way that the play calling was, it was almost like he wanted him to get hurt.
He did. I don't think he ever wanted him there. That's, again, I really would like the Yorks to sell to somebody who actually wants to run the team.
Never gonna happen.
Well, they're bad. They're not good owners. They're shit owners. This is coming from a diehard Santa Clara Prospector fan. I love them. Can't really call them the Niners, motherfucker. You're like 1,000 miles away from the city.
I mean, and to be fair, there are other teams that...
And they shouldn't be called...
cities' monikers when they're not in that city. But the 49ers are the furthest away.
It's bullshit.
Because it's, what is it, like 30 some odd miles or something like that? Because both New York Jets and Giants don't play in New York State even, let alone New York City. They're in New Jersey. But they're just across the river from it. And it's like, I think it's like 6 miles.
We had one. There was room here for them to make a stadium. They wanted.
They could have done it at Candlestick.
Yeah,
they could have
They wanted to be close to Atherton. That's where they wanted to be. They didn't want to be in the ghetto. And they didn't want to have to drive through the hood. Yeah, they didn't want to be in the ghetto. That's what it was. So like, hey, well then, why don't you help the fucking area?
Because
like
where it was. They could have gutted the stick, kept the shell, gutted it, made it completely state-of-the-art, and played one season either in Oakland. Yeah. Either play one season in Oakland or Stanford or Cal. I mean, there's options. Play one season there and have a state-of-the-art facility at the site of a historic facility. There was plenty of parking. You had easy access to the freeway.
Super easy.
You had, Muni lines running there. Like, it sucked when there was games and you were coming from the peninsula into the city just because of traffic. But aside from that...
I mean, you could have went Highway 1.
Could have taken 280.
There's a bunch of shit you could have did.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you were in South City coming and you didn't realize time or something, just going up 101. But, I mean, even then, you just shoot over
the mountain.
Yeah.
Hill. Not really a mountain.
It's not really a mountain, but whatever. But yeah, it was ridiculous. And then they had all the issues with Santa Clara County and shit.
Yeah, now the taxpayers of Santa Clara are like, now
think
I'm
they
paying
just-
for it.
they
You said
just
I didn't have
settled
to. Now I have to fucking pay for it. They didn't want that. And where'd that money come from? I remember it coming from education.
Yep.
So like, damn, so I guess football is more important than education. I gotta get going. I gotta go to work because I had to take Saturday off for Ava's birthday. So she goes, my daughter turned 3, and my girlfriend asks her, what was your favorite part of the party? And she goes, when everybody left.
Damn, that is your daughter.
I was like, I love you, kid. That was fucking hilarious. She goes, like, presents. I'm like, yeah.
Between the nose and that, you know it's your daughter.
She's like, yeah, presents, nigga.
It's like when my daughter, she was in the hospital, there was a moment where I was holding her and she had that middle finger right here. It's my screen set. It's that picture right there.
She's like,
she's laying there sleeping on my chest with her middle finger on her cheek. I'm like, I saw that, got a picture of it, and I was like, yeah, you're my daughter.
Yep.
There's no
salute.
question. There's no need for a paternity test. You're my daughter. And on that note,
Deuces.
hey, those you watching, hit that subscribe, like, comment, just type something. Give us some topics, because we're winging this shit.
Yeah, you'd think we'd be more prepared, but
that's the beauty of it.
Eventually. It'll happen eventually. Just bear with us.
Later, y'all.
Cuckoo-ca-choo.